Good day, viewers. So my name is Adiogun Kojo, Omobolaji, Omobolanrewa, Olamilekan Abefe, Omobori Owo Lucky. And you know what they call me, fine boy MC Celeb. So it's actually another day on a day with Elite. And guess who I have for you today?
Okay. So my dad wants me to be a teacher. So that was already printed in my head that I'll be a teacher. So I did not dispute that. So anytime they ask me what do you want to be in future, I'll say a teacher. But another thing is, I wanted to be a scientist because I was watching all those superhero movies. So I was like, maybe because those superhero movies, is when it's inside lab, they'll just mix one chemical and the thing will now, so that person just become a Superman or a super powered person. So I was like, maybe if I become a scientist, I will have superpower. So not until when I was now getting to, I think SS2. I was not like, come on, this is a lie. It's not possible to be a superhero.
I had the absolute privilege of sitting down with my incredible mentor, who is a giant in the real estate industry, Oladimeji Hussein Nurudeen. I want to start by expressing my deepest gratitude to you, sir, for taking the time to speak with me. Your insight and wisdom have inspired me beyond measure, and I'm honored to have had the opportunity to learn from you one-on-one. Our conversation, although brief, was packed with valuable lessons about life, business, and the real estate industry. I'm so grateful for the time we shared, and I'm already looking forward to our next conversation, where I would have the chance to dive deeper into your experiences and expertise.
Yeah, it was full of lessons. Let me use the word lessons. It was full of lessons upon lessons because I would not say that is back then I was not intentionally playing too much or being playful, or it's not my fault. I was young, I didn't know. So I was doing all those things I see my parents doing and the like. So as I was trying to pass exam in secondary school, be reading books to pass exam in real life too. We start reading early, like very early. Discover yourself early. One of the best ways to quickly discover yourself early. Brian Tracy wrote some books too as regards that. We have Tim Lahaye too, Why You Act the Way You Do, you know. So just start reading early. That's my younger self. When I was reading those books, it was expanding my capacity, my mental capacity. It was changing the way I was looking at things. So I think I started with Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yes, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then I moved to Why You Act the Way You Do, Tim Lahaye. Then I moved to Why Ask Why. Then, so I was just reading different books like that. So then while I was now at school, you know, university happens to everybody. I think we call it SAPA. So SAPA happens to everybody at university. So a classmate of mine was doing real estate. He was always posting lands analysis, everything. So and I was like, you should come and teach me this thing. I'm interested though. So I had to follow up on him, disturb him for close to a year and some months. Like I was disturbing him before he accepted to teach me.
Mr. Nurudeen's impressive portfolio, including installing Eco-Luxury Estate at Agbowa, Ikorodu, and the innovative Farm City project located at Abeokuta, is a testament to his innovative spirit and commitment to excellence.
I will have mentors early. I won't so much listen to fallacies. Let me use the word fallacies. I would just love to have mentors early, so that they'll start guiding me early. I'll start looking out for, okay, this is what I want to be. I'll start looking for that kind of person early, so that person can guide me. Yeah, good day, my brother.
Please kindly introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Oladimeji Hussein Nurudeen. To God be the glory, MD Elite Pillar International Limited.
So, sir, I did like you to tell us how your childhood was, like your journey through school. Where were you from exactly?
Okay. So, if I get you right, like my academics standing from my childhood.
Yeah.
Okay. it was very nice though I might not be able to remember everything clearly.
Okay.
But I think my primary school was Fistland International School, and then to my secondary school, Nikibi Comprehensive High School at
Okay.
Idimu, and it was very, very fascinating at my secondary school, very engaging. And I think when I was at school, I was the head boy of my school. I was the president of Jet Club also, even though I was a bit very playful in GS1, GS2, GS3, but like, you know, at the point that I started catching up properly. So it was very nice, and it was very okay in my secondary school days.
So, sir, like, how was childhood for you? Like, how was it for you? Like,
Okay. Yeah, that's my childhood. Hey. Omolile. Yeah, it was full of lessons. Let me use the word lessons.
Okay.
It was full of lessons upon lessons, because I would not say that is back then I was not intentionally playing too much or being playful, or it's not my fault. I was young. I didn't know. So I was doing all those things I see my friends doing and the like. So, but it was still very nice, you know. My childhood was very nice, and it was also full of meeting people at a point in time. Then after some period, they relocate, they go somewhere else, so you have to meet another new set of people. But that thing was somehow for me, sha. So, but that was how my childhood went.
sir, going to you being a science student, being the president of Jet Club, what was your ambition as at that time?
Okay. So then I watch a lot of fictional movies.
Okay.
All those superpower movies. So I used to think that if I become, because my dad always tells me that I'll be a teacher.
Okay.
So my dad wants me to be a teacher. So that was already printed in my head that I'll be a teacher. So I did not dispute that. So anytime they ask me what do you want to be in future, I'll say a teacher. But another thing is, I wanted to be a scientist because I was watching all those superhero movies. So I was like, maybe because those superhero movies, is when it's inside lab, they'll just mix one chemical and the thing will now, so that person just become a Superman or super powered person. So I was like, maybe if I become a scientist, I will have superpower. So not until when I was now getting to, I think, SS2,
All
I
right.
was not like, this thing is a lie. It's not possible to be a superhero. So, but at the same time, I loved to teach. And I think then some of my teachers were able to discover that I had this leadership skill set inbuilt in me. So, which gave me the leverage and upper hand to be able to when they give me tasks or tell me to do something, so I tend to deliver on time, deliver appropriately. So I think that was it with those roles.
So what was the transition into coming into real estate as an industry, sir? The transition from wanting to become a scientist into becoming
And a teacher.
and a teacher into becoming a realtor.
Okay, this is it. As at 2015, in fact, like everybody lifestyle becoming real to them.
Okay.
I think around SS3,
Okay.
when we were about to write WAEC and jump, you know that, this is real life. At that point, feeding money was not really coming like that, like before again, you know. So then I was now teaching at tutorial centers. So at a point, from 2015, I was teaching two secondary school, 3 tutorials every day. I teach maths, physics, chemistry, further maths every time. So I loved teaching to the extent that I already got to a point that I don't have to use textbook again, because I already know how to teach everything, the page, the number, especially that physics and maths. I always pray to God that if I get to a certain level in life, I still want to teach. So I started teaching, then I wrote my JAM. I think I wrote JAM 3 times. Before I got into University of Lagos, I wrote JAM 3 times. I got into University of Lagos, and I chose petroleum and gas engineering,
Okay.
thinking that it's calculation. So I did being I knew that was what I would meet. I would not have studied petroleum and gas, but I didn't know. I might not have chosen petroleum and gas engineering. So I thought that it was calculation, but when getting to university, first class theory, writing, I was writing, and I don't like writing like that. Second class, first semester, second semester, no calculation. So I didn't have a choice again, but I was still teaching then.
All right.
I was still teaching maths, physics, chemistry, further maths. Then I always go back home every weekend from Yaba to Egbeda. Every weekend to teach at my tutorial center. I used to have a tutorial center at that time, Dynamic Scholars Tutorial Center. So I teach. Then I realized that I think I needed to do more. Like I wanted more for myself. I was reading books. So I had an uncle. Yeah, I had an uncle, Dr. Gabriel, who puts me, who mentors me, you know. Then I started meeting other people too. So Dr. Gabriel would buy books for me. He reads books a lot.
All right.
So he would buy books for me too to be reading. I'll be reading books. So while I was reading those books, it was expanding my capacity, my mental capacity. It was changing the way I was looking at things. So I think I started with Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yes, okay. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then I moved to Why You Act the Way You Do, Tim Lahaye. Then I moved to Why Ask Why. Then, so I was just reading different books like that. So then, while I was now at school, you know, university happens to everybody. Yes. I think we call it SAPA. So SAPA happens to everybody at university. So a classmate of mine was doing real estate. He was always posting lands analysis, everything. So and I was like, you should come and teach me this thing. I'm interested. So I had to follow up on him, disturb him for close to a year and some months. Like I was disturbing him before he accepted to teach me, you know. So and I was grateful to God that he accepted to teach me real estate then. So he taught me real estate, like he introduced me to real estate. So and I was very hungry for knowledge. Yeah. I wanted to know more. So sometimes I might leave classes that I'm supposed to attend in school to go for real estate class trainings a lot. So I go for trainings a lot. I read a lot of books. Then I started loving the real estate industry. This thing is sweet. It's nice. Even though it took me months before I made my first sale, but it was a very good adventure for me to learn, to meet new people, to see life in another perspective that no, youth are doing great things, you know. So that's what brought me to real estate, and I love the process. And ever since I made my first commission, I said that this real estate is either I cannot die there, it's either I live there or I continue to live there. So that's the real estate transition for me.
So now becoming someone like a lot of us that call ourselves realtors look forward to, a lot of us want to get interactions with, like, and having big investment. Like, so I would want to say that when we talk about real estate right here in Nigeria and you breaking records in Africa, because when a particular newspaper would write it, they wrote it there that the first eco-luxury estate in the whole of Africa. So like breaking records, how was that journey for you, sir?
That was a great journey, and not just me, I and my team.
All right, sir.
So we put down the brain together, the idea together, we bettered the idea together, looked at it, how we can bring it into life. So it's all about eco-luxury, greeneries, sustaining, you know, that's one of our goals in Elite Pillar now, sustaining human existence and finances through real estate. So sustainability of life could be achieved more through eco-luxury innovations. So that was what brought about the Heritage Garden City, Africa's first eco-luxury estate. We were so much into SDG because I was a member of SDG in Unilag. Right. So we're so much into SDG, into this climate thing, into sustainability and the like. So we wanted to bring it into reality. So, and to God be the glory, we're already bringing it into reality. So that's that about that.
All right. So if you would tell a younger self, like a younger version of you who wants to get here, what is that word or what is that thing you are going to tell that person?
Number one, as you are reading, okay, let me start from secondary school.
All right, sir.
Why my younger self is reading maths, biology, agric, and the likes to pass exams in school. I would advise my younger self to be reading life books so as to pass exam in real life. So as you are trying to pass exam in secondary school, be reading books to pass exam in real life too. You start reading early, like very early. Discover yourself early. One of the best ways to quickly discover yourself early. Brian Tracy wrote some books too as regards that. We have Tim Lahaye too. Why you act the way you do, you know. So just start reading early. That's my younger self. I will start reading earlier than I started. At the same time, I would have mentors early.
Okay.
I will have mentors early. I won't so much listen to fallacies. Let me use the word fallacies. I would just love to have mentors early, so that they'll start guiding me early. I'll start looking out for, okay, this is what I want to be. I'll start looking for that kind of person early, so that person can guide me. Yeah, I take a lot of risk, and I believe I am smart too. So I believe I'm smart too. So that one is God too. I believe I'm smart too. So I would reduce the rate at which I look for money. I will reduce the rate my younger self looks for money to focus on growth more. So that's what I would advise my younger self.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. It was nice doing with you, and I look forward to another time that we'll be able to have a very much.
No wahala.
Like this. Thank
No
you
wahala.
very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you want to pay up front, like
Up front. And they can pay up front. They can pay up front. Any other question? So, in a nutshell, there is no how you invest in any property that you not see significant profit. Both from the land, capital assets, on the soil, and the farmland.
As we come to the end of this interview, I want to thank Mr. Nurudeen, my mentor, once again for his time, wisdom, and inspiration. May God continue to bless and prosper you, and may your legacy continue to inspire and empower future generations. To my amazing viewers, thank you for watching. If you were inspired by Mr. Nurudeen's story and wisdom, please subscribe to Celeb TV Max for more exclusive interviews and content. Let's go and learn together. As we part ways, I leave you with a blessing. May God guide and prosper you, and may your endeavors be fruitful and successful. Amen.